To have David and Jill with us this morning. Blessed to have Reverend Susie's wonderful message this morning. Blessed to be here. I'm so grateful to have spiritual community, and I'm grateful that you're here because you are my spiritual community. So, good morning again. Welcome to our 9 o'clock burning bowl ceremony. We're going to shift things a little bit, and I'll get to that in a moment. My name is Andrea Recht. Most of us know each other. We have one gentleman who's been here a few times. We're happy to have you back here this morning. Thank you for being here. Merry everything and happy always as we stand on the threshold of a new year. It's so weird that, it's kind of all made up, isn't it? I mean, every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. Every thought is a new thought. And yet we have this calendar thing, that all of a sudden 2024 is gone and we're in 2025 or 1925. But it's interesting because I do find myself sort of reflecting on the year that has passed and thinking about how the new year might be different, what I can do differently to maybe be more anchored in spiritual principle, what I can do better to maintain a healthy body and mind. I don't want to say that it's a time to make New Year's resolutions because there is evidence that those don't work. I wonder if somebody could turn the heat down a little bit for me. Oh, it sounded like it just went off. But we are at the closing of another year and the beginning of a new one. And it does seem to be a time of letting go. And for me, also a time of allowing or embracing. So letting go of the old and embracing the new. Letting go of what no longer serves our highest good. A couple weeks ago, Reverend Maureen was talking about the upcoming burning bowl ceremony, which is today. And she said that she's noticed sometimes herself putting into the flame to release the same thing over and over again, year after year, releasing the same old idea and then somehow taking it back again. And for me, I noticed that for many years in a row, I was releasing the idea that I wasn't good enough. That old idea that haunted me for a long time. That idea of not being good enough, not being young enough, not being thin enough, not being pretty enough, not being rich enough, not being smart enough, not being loved enough. I have a case of not enoughness, but I don't so much anymore because I've let it go. I've let some of those old ideas go, and I am willing now to embrace the potential, the infinite potential of what lies ahead in this moment, in this next hour, in this day, and certainly in this coming year. The universe, after all, is in a constant state of renewal. We see it in nature, don't we? I've noticed over the past couple months My daughter has this tree in front of her house, and I've noticed the leaves releasing. And now the tree is practically barren. There's a few leaves that are clinging on, but they'll be gone, right? And in a couple of months, springtime, we'll see the renewal of that tree. One day will be full with new life bursting forth. And aren't we in a process of becoming? I haven't yet arrived to my full potential. I am in a constant state of becoming, hopefully more and never less. Yeah, we can say that together. I now release what I don't want to make room for the desires of my heart. I now forgive and release everything and everybody of the past or present who needs forgiveness and release. I let you go. I let go and let God do its perfect work in this experience for the highest good of all concerned. My granddaughter helped me with my slides, and I always give her a shout out. But last time I just said I'd like to thank my granddaughter for this helping me with the slides, and she said, you got to give me more than that. I want you to go up there and say, thank you, granddaughter. You're so wonderful, and you're my favorite grandchild of all my grandchildren. And she really wanted me to carry on, but I see here that she made a mistake. Everybody of the past or present, not past, Skylar. But yes, this is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing today. And by the way, it doesn't have to just be today, does it? It can be any time we want it to be. But this is the time of year where we have the opportunity to reflect on the old that no longer serves. And it can be a habit, right? It can be a thought form. It can be a bunch of BS. Belief systems. It can be people, relationships, an old grudge, an anger that we can't seem to let go of. For many years, I was releasing some resentment and anger, and really wanting to forgive my birth mother for giving me away when I was born. I think I was 6 days old when she handed me over to, a stranger. And I had wonderful parents, by the way. It was such a gift. That act of generosity that she performed, because she knew she couldn't do it right. And it took me years to really come full circle to the idea that maybe what she did was for my highest good. And when I finally really absorbed that and really believed it, I made room for a revelation, really, that I was able to receive when I found my birth family about 5 years ago. And I've told this story up here before, so forgive me if I'm putting you to sleep. But I realized that in allowing forgiveness to occur, I made room, I made space. And that's what we do. We make room for something new to come to come forward. Ernest Holmes, the founder and author of this teaching, if you don't know that, said that we must learn to release. Oh, she spelled release wrong. Look at that. Skylar. She got straight A's too. It's her first year of middle school, and she got straight A's. Okay, so we must learn to release the past, for it no longer serves us. It has already given us its gifts. I don't know about you all, but when I look back on all the things in my life that I scratched my head and cursed the universe, wondering how in the world am I ever going to get through this? And now looking back on every single one of those experiences, there was a gift in it. Something. I remember as a kid hearing people say, oh, every cloud has a silver lining. So we release the past because it's already given us its gifts. And sometimes in the moment, it's not clear what that gift is. We gotta really dig deep to find it. Like the child on Christmas morning who comes out and finds the big pile of horse poop and dives in it to the parents are horrified and they say, what are you doing? And the kid says, well, with all this horse crap here, there's got to be a pony somewhere. So we look for the good. No. David shook his head like, David should shake his head. And let's remember what Emerson told us. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within. The ever-present spark of the divine. Isn't that what lies within each one of us? The ever-present spark of the divine. The flame, right? That is never extinguished. I think a major component of all of this is trust. We learn to trust. And what is it that I'm trusting? Infinite possibility. I'm trusting that when I align myself with the flow of life, I will always be moved to a higher plane of understanding, a higher plane of existence, because we're on an upward spiral. So we trust that when we open to infinite possibility, it will be fulfilled and filled full to overflowing with grace and ease and love and peace and beauty and joy and abundance and harmony and grace. And let us remember that we are the thinkers that think the thoughts that make the thing. So here we have a blank canvas today, moving forward into a new year, a new you, a new idea about potential, possibility. You are the thinker that thinks the thought that makes the thing. It sounds like Dr. Seuss. We are creators. We co-create with infinite intelligence, and our thoughts shape our tomorrow. Our thoughts shape our later today. You are the thinker that thinks the thoughts that make the things. We are thinkers, creators. So what is it that we are wanting to create in this new year? Not only are we invited to release the old, but let us remember that we can embrace something new. So, let's take a moment collectively. Wonder if you could give us a little, tinkle on the keys. And maybe dim the lights just for a moment. And let's just take a moment to pause. To turn within and to just reflect. A moment of reflection. Calling to mind and identifying in the privacy of our own soul. Identifying that which we are ready and willing to let go of. It might be an idea about ourselves. It might be an idea about the condition of the world. Perhaps it's an old relationship whose ghosts continue to haunt us, and we're ready to let go. Perhaps it's an old belief system, an old and useless anger. And let us remember to call to mind all that we are to remember about who we are. Today I release what I don't want, and I open-heartedly embrace all that I know to be true about myself. I let go, and I let infinite intelligence do the work. In this, I am healed and renewed. I open my heart to love am blessed with joy. I am blessed with peace. I am blessed with harmony. And when you feel ready, you have paper and a writing utensil in front of you. And you can open your eyes and you can write all that you're willing to release, and on one side, and on the other side, write all that you're willing to embrace. Just a few brief words. You can save the essay for later. And then as you feel ready, normally we put these into the fire, but because the flash paper was not cooperating, we're going to invite you to come up and just roll up that piece of paper and throw it up on the stage. Yes. If you have flash paper, come on up. Pop it into the flame and allow it to go. opportunity to symbolically release that which we don't want and embrace that which is ours to embrace. So I am